Good morning, guys. I'm Kel. This is Kel Talks Chelsea. Welcome to my platform. I'm going to go into about Chelsea 7, Port Vale 0, the mighty Port Vale. Before I start, welcome aboard again and happy Easter to everybody that celebrates Easter. I hope you have a really nice day, lots of family time, some lovely family dinners today, and lots of chocolate eggs. I'm not jealous. I'm on a little bit of a diet at the moment, so I sort of got to go without. So it's not fair. Anyway, welcome aboard. Like and subscribe. Have a chat. Have a chin wag. Should we get on with it? Let's get on with it. Yesterday, 3 quarter-final matches of the FA Cup. We've got one today, which is West Ham at home against dirty Leeds. But yesterday, us mighty Chelsea, we turned up at Stamford Bridge. And we stuffed the Colossus that is Port Vale. Very hard team, very difficult team, world beaters they are, champions of the universe. So it's a wonderful result. Sort of jokes aside, it's nice to win, isn't it? Been a while. We've sort of been kicked up the backside, had our teeth smashed down, our Gregory's. So to come out with a win is a bonus. I think a bit 4 defeats on the trot, playing Rosinia ball, playing AI ball, and just getting obliterated basically and embarrassed by everybody. If it's not PSG and Arsenal, getting embarrassed by Newcastle and Everton and stuff, and even prior to that, drawing at home to Burnley and Leeds and whatever you. And the list goes on. Even some of the cup games, which we scraped through, West Ham at home when we were 2-0 down, and we come back to win 3-2, but we were lousy before coming back, going 2-0 down at the time. So performances and results together have been atrocious. Thanks, Mr. Rosinia and AI. But 7-0 against Notts County. I predicted yesterday we'd win 3-1. I didn't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but that was because I didn't think we'll put out as strong a team as we did, and I was quite surprised in how strong it was. There were a couple of players missing that I probably may have played. I don't know, but there we go. But we won. We won. Let's take a win. Let's sort of, I wouldn't say celebrate it, but let's put our smiles on our face for 5 minutes just for winning and reaching the semi-finals of the FA Cup, which in itself is a feat, isn't it, considering the state we're in. But, let's be serious with ourselves. Let's not fool ourselves. We got Blueco already trying to fool us, and Rosinia with his absolute cocksucking wobble that comes out of him. It's Port Vale, all right. I've heard some people call them a pub team. I don't even think they're that good. No disrespect. I've watched some more footage of them since yesterday, and they are awful. And you can understand why they're bottom of League One, 12 points behind safety with only a handful of games to go. So basically, they're relegated to League Two. Hustle and bustle from them yesterday. You sort of expect that. It's a day out for them in London. It's the FA Cup. So they're going to try. They sort of tried, but there was no quality. There was no cutting edge to them. Even Sanchez had a bit of a day off, didn't he? Surprised someone didn't throw him a hot water bottle and a big Chelsea onesie or something, keep him warm in that goal. He didn't have a lot to do at all. So yeah, a pub team or worse they were. So let's not get too excited. Let's all not stop. Stop yourselves from getting all wax lyrical about it. All you toxics, your brown envelopes, and all you people in the media taking all the wonga in your back pocket. Let's not get too excited, please. It's Port Vale. Says it all. Another team in the mud in the position they are, and financially, I don't think they're too great. So Yeah, enjoy the win. Let's not celebrate it though. Let's not get carried away. Let's not get above ourselves. All you toxics and brown envelopes, you know, nothing's wrong at the club and everything's going to be bright, and all you morons, just, yeah, again, like I said yesterday in my little jokey video after the game, stop rubbing yourselves up, all right? Stop getting a hard on over it. It's not pleasurable. Stop it. Just calm yourselves. Calma. Chill out. Take a chill pill. Yeah. It changes nothing. Absolutely changes nothing. Yeah, we won 7-0. It looks good on paper. But let's look at it. Hato scores after a couple of minutes. Their defence, worse than ours. We've actually found a defence that's worse than ours. 25 minutes, ball comes in from Neto. João Pedro, back to goal. Controls it, turns, slots it in nicely. Lovely finish, but the defence again was atrocious. Guy backed off him and give him loads of space, but you can't take that away from João Pedro. So that was 2-0. 43 minutes, we all thought Skipper Palmer, bit of a PR stunt there really, wasn't it? To put him as skipper. I don't mind, it's good for him, it's good for his confidence. He needs a bit of a confidence because his game's a bit hit and miss, isn't it? He's not quite up to scratch at the moment, so it's good for him. But again, Palmer being skipper, lack of leaders on the pitch. No James, no Enzo, no Cucurella. You can't give it to Uncle Tosin. He was on the pitch, but he should never be on the pitch because he's absolute tripe. He's useless. So he was on the pitch. Fair enough. Okay, Uncle Tosin out there to hold Cole Palmer's hand as they're like bosom buddies behind the scenes. So yeah, we all thought Cole Palmer had scored, but it was an own goal. But we'll take it. So 3-0 at half time. But look at the facts. The game, the play, the setup, everything, it was slow. It was predictable. It was extremely boring. It was coma time. It was snooze fest. Disjointed. They look like they're just turned up at the local park, a group of lads from the youth club or something, you know, thrown their jumpers down for posts and literally had a kick about. You couldn't even say it was like a training session because that's a bit more cut and thrust and a bit more energetic. But it was just, it didn't look like they're totally connected. Doesn't look like they're all on board. Doesn't look like they're one as a team. One player doesn't know what the other one's really doing. You know, they're just ad-libbing on the pitch and they're not really playing as a unit. They're not playing as a team. It's normally down to some individual things here and there, a little bit of skill from one player here, a good moment from another player there. That's what we're sort of relying on. You telling me Rosinia has really got this team going as a unit, as a proper team, connected, gelling together? No, it's still there. I mean, you can laugh. You're 3-0 up at half time. Me yesterday, I was just like, nah. At half time, yeah, 3-0 up, but what have I been watching? It's not a great viewing. Like I say, the performances and results have been shocking for a while, and that first half was just pants, proper shit-stained Y-fronts. You expect to be really happy at half time, 3-0 up, but you've got to look at the performance, disconnected. You've got to look at the opposition. Port Vale, rock bottom of League One, going down to League Two. So, and the fact of all the shenanigans and the corruption and the criminality going on behind the scenes, we're not allowed to really enjoy it, are we? We want to enjoy it, but we're sort of left empty all the time. It's hard to enjoy something when you keep getting kicked in the stomach. But second half, yeah, we came out where it was a little bit better. But you're still not really up for it, and you should be up for it. And it's not our fault that we're not really up for it. Again, it's all down to the crap going on at the club. It's hard. So not only are they ruining our club and ruining our team and everything else and taking the piss out of us supporters, they've taken the fun out of us to some degree, haven't they? They've taken the energy out of us to some degree. But yeah, the second half started. We were a little bit better. It still wasn't marvellous. It still wasn't enthralling. I mean, I didn't really want to watch the game, to be honest, because just the way everything is. But I couldn't help myself. You know, my blood is blue. My heart pumps blue blood around my body, and it was like, come on, it's your team, come on. So yeah, I felt obliged to give my team support. So in that second half, I'm still sitting there watching this. So it gets a bit better. And then this just shows how poor Port Vale are. Who scored our fourth goal? I don't want to keep knocking the fella, but truth is truth. Probably one of the worst players in our squad. He's been shocking for us. If Uncle Tosin scores, what does that say about the opposition? You know, just rubber stamps it. But he scored. Give him it. Okay, well done, Tosin. I'll give you that one, mate. But still don't want you at Chelsea because you're not good enough. Simple. Andre Santos scores. More defensive woes from Port Vale, making our defence look world class. You know, if anything, I sort of think we found our level yesterday, didn't we, against bottom of the table League One opposition. You know, we had a chance to shine against that quality or that lack of quality. So yeah, that is at the level we're at. I don't know. Esteval then scores. Pleased for him. I think he was voted man of the match. He had some good moments. He had some poor moments. But who else really was good enough to take that player of the match award? Oh, you know, he wasn't brilliant. He wasn't crap. He was okay. But no one else really shone, even though we won 7-0. Sounds mad, doesn't it? Sounds crazy that we won 7-0 and you're scratching your head, looking around, searching for someone to take that little bit of plastic home with them, saying, well done. But, yeah, I mean, he could have had 2 or 3 other goals. I think he struggled a little bit with the physicality against some of the big concrete blocks that were piling into him at times. Some big fellas sort of knocking him out the game a little bit at times. But that'll come, I think, in due course, his physicality. He's still young, you know. He's still used to South American football. So I think that will come, the physicality side, to go along with his absolute natural talent that he's got. But yeah, absolutely pleased Esteval scored. Well done, Sunshine. Done well. And then that... an old horsey teeth. The cheekbone wonder. Alejandro Garnacho, he come on and his passing was terrible. He was losing out on the ball, you know, he was going for 50-50s, losing out. And then he put one cross in. It was just such an easy cross. Not under pressure, no pressure on him at all. And he sort of puts it in, I wouldn't say row Z, but it had to be row S or something, you know. So I think it sort of went closer to the corner flag as well than the 6-yard box. Yeah, I was just watching him thinking, mate, you are crap. And he is overall. He's had a couple of good moments, scored the odd goal here and there, but come on, let's be honest with ourselves. He's a pile of poop, isn't he? He was scuttling about, but he won't do anything. And then he won a penalty, but was it really a penalty? I think he sort of more kicked the ground and his foot slid into the player who the foul was given against. I think the Port Vale player was a little bit hard done by. But a penalty was, even with VAR, it was given. I mean, it's just whatever. I mean, I hold my hands up. If we get given a penalty, I will say, and it's not a penalty, I will say, Christ, that's terrible refereeing, VAR and all that, terrible decision. And I thought it was a bit of a pants decision. And I'll also cry the other way when penalties aren't given and they are absolute 100% banger penalties. I'm not like an Arsenal fan. I'm honest with what I see out there. I'm a realist. I tell the truth. But Garnacho won the penalty. He steps up. Give him his credit. It was a good penalty. Confident penalty. So that was 7-0. As I say, yesterday I predicted a 3-1. I thought we'd concede a goal. I didn't think Port Vale were as toothless as they showed. I thought they would sneak a goal. So yeah, clean sheet. Wow, Port Vale. 7-0. Wow, it's Port Vale. Again, calm yourselves down, all you lot out there. You know, thinking everything's great again. Thinking Blueco are kings. Thinking Rosini is the Messiah. They're not. They're still scumbags. They're still useless. Blah, blah, blah. It changes nothing. Win, lose or draw, Blueco out. So that was that yesterday. And yesterday, as I said, after the game, I did make a cheeky, sarcastic short video, which you can go and have a look at. Please have a look at it. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. But yeah, we're in the semi-finals. Who are we going to get? Well, there's two teams we ain't going to get. And that's the Bin Dippers and Mikel Arteta's red and white army, the goon scum. Oh, goodness me. But let's start off with Manchester City versus Liverpool. Wow. I called it close yesterday in my predictions. I thought, just because of home advantage, Man City would sneak it 2-1. But I also said, you know, basically it could go either way. You never know. Two big sides that are sort of scratching a little bit in form. But yeah, just gave it to the home team. But wow, 4-0, Man City. Erling Haaland bagging a hat-trick. He's back at it now. He's back in goal-scoring form. Not good for Chelsea. And why is that? Because that's our next game, Manchester City at home next week. An in-form Erling Haaland against our pile of crap defence. That's a worry. But hey, 4-0 Man City. Bin Dippers. Well, there's nothing in your bins to eat, is there? Someone's come and collected the rubbish. And you're there starving. You walked away starving. Empty. You got smashed. What's happened? That's embarrassing. I've got to admit, for Liverpool, if Chelsea went there and lost 4-0, you'd think, well, we expected that because we're in turmoil. But Liverpool, 4-0, and to play that poorly, and Salah, I mean, I know he's sort of been a bit missing most of the season, but yesterday, that penalty miss by him just said it all, really, didn't it? Any Liverpool fans, please tell me what your feelings are, what you think about the club, the squad, Arne Slot. Now, if it carries on, I don't think he's going to keep his job much longer. I mean, his job may already be in the sewer as it is. So, what do you think? Arne Slot, is he going to survive? Do you Liverpool fans want him? Any neutral fans out there? What do you think? Chelsea fans, what do you think about Liverpool? Well, most of us probably think it's funny and we're enjoying it. Just like Liverpool probably are with the struggles we're in at the moment. But yeah, 4-0, Man City, flying yesterday. Erling Haaland, scary. We got him next week. Big worry, now biting time. So that's that. Yeah, Man City 4, Liverpool 0. Now let's go down to the south coast there, to good old Southampton. The Saints versus the Gooners. Wow, I watched that last night. And didn't Southampton put up a good performance? They were really good. You could tell they were a team in form. I'm sure they said they were 14 games unbeaten. They had a bit of a start to the season, didn't they? And gradually, as the season's gone on, they've risen. They've got themselves up there now. And I think they will at least get in the playoffs and stay in the playoffs, etc., for the remainder of the season. They're looking good. And boy, did they put up a good performance. Any team that beats Arsenal, they could be shit and still beat Arsenal. And I'll say they put up a great performance because Arsenal, being my number one hated team, followed by the Bin Dippers, very closely, but still Gooners because of their fans, because they're all lemons. They're all melts, all delusional. So, Southampton 2, Arsenal 1. Weren't too bad a day yesterday, was it? Chelsea actually winning a game. Again, don't get too excited because it's Port Vale. Yep, don't touch them. Leave your meat and veg alone, guys. Stop it. Come on, leave it. Perverts. Yeah, and then the Gooners losing. Oh, fantastic. Even Arteta said there's no excuses. What? What? The ball wasn't round enough? There was too much wind? The grass was 2 millimetres too short? What was it? The ball boys and ball girls farted every time he took a throw in. The Southampton crowd were singing too loud. What was it? Too many pigeons flying overhead? I don't know. The stars in the sky weren't bright enough. Not the usual shit. You know, the ref was on meth. What was it? That's the normal sort of crap you get, isn't it, from Arteta and all the Gooner supporters. But there are no excuses. You were out-battled. I mean, you still had half-decent team out there. You still had more than enough to beat Southampton. But they proper trumped you, didn't they? You know, fair play, Southampton played really well. So happy. So I'm happy with Southampton winning. And I'm even more happy at the fact that it was Arsenal losing. I can't, sorry. Us Chelsea fans had much to laugh about recently. But, you know, where's your quadruple gone, Arsenal? Where's that gone? A couple of weeks ago, oh, well, we're going for the quadruple. Well, we're going to do it. We've got the best team in England. We've got the best team in Europe. We've got the best team in the world. Yeah, we're rocking it, man. Yeah, Arteta's red and white armour. Yeah, there. How many times have you gone from Arteta's shit to his great, to his shit, to his great, to his shit, to his great? Flip-floppers. Flip-flop South Central. Delusional South Central. So, yeah, your quadruple, it's down to 50%. You've only got 2 to go for now. And they're still not sort of guaranteed. I still think you're going to do the Premier League. But we are so accustomed to Arsenal bottling it when it comes to the crunch. When it comes to the back end of the season, boy, you don't just fall over. You disappear when you fall over. You don't just hit the ground. You fall through it and there's no sign of you. You are bottlers. You and your neighbours, Tottenham, you're both bottlers. So even if you do go on to win the Premier League and then you go, we won something up your bum and all that, even if you do that, you've still bottled stuff. And you can't really blame us because you do it nearly every season, don't you? If not every season, you bottle it. So you can't help us for thinking that. And every time you do bottle it, it's extremely enjoyable. You can say what you like about Chelsea. Oh, look at the state of you, blah, blah. We're realists. We speak real. We know when we're shit and we'll put our hands up and say, yeah, we're shit. We won't pretend we're better than what we are. Like you guys. Always kissing your own arse, thinking you're the best at everything, and you're not. You know? Living on the Invincibles. That's what you do. Wow. Did you score the highest amount of goals that season? Did you get the highest amount of points? No. You know, did you get yourself the best defensive record ever in a Premiership season? No. You just drew like 15,000 games, didn't you? Boring. So stop living off that, because that's the last time you won anything major. I'm not talking about FA Cups, League Cups, Community Shields. You love that one, didn't you? We're talking about European titles and Premier Leagues. So, yeah, get back in your basket. All right, stop being delusional. You're down to 50% now. You may still win the Premier League. I think you will. I think you will crawl over the line by the end of the season. But if, you know, City keep winning, they'll probably win next week because they got us. But if they keep winning, it puts more pressure on you Gooners. And the more pressure that gets put on you, the more your pupper starts going, doesn't it? So you're not called bottlers for nothing. You know, there's genuine reasons why not just Chelsea fans, everybody calls you bottlers. All right. And you have bottled 2 trophies in the last few weeks. No guarantee with the Champions League either. I mean, you may say you've earned the easier opposition in the knockouts by coming top of the group, but you've still had the easiest oppositions you could possibly ask for. The last round, was it Leverkusen, whatever? Okay, not well beaters, are they? So in that draw, you probably had one of two of the easiest teams to play against. And now, the stage you're in now, you've definitely got the easier group, easier team, the easier opposition to play. Let's see what you like. Well, let's see if you can get past Sporting Lisbon first. All right, don't take it for granted, because you took Southampton for granted, didn't you? So don't take Sporting Lisbon for granted. And then after that, you start facing some proper teams, don't you? Some proper elite sides. So it's not guaranteed. And to be honest, I don't think you will win the Champions League. I think by the end of the season, we'll still be holding 2 more Champions League trophies than you. But the Premier League, you still got a good chance. But you are butlers. So, yeah, that's Southampton 2, Arsenal 1. Brilliant. Cheers, Southampton. Oh, I love it. And the last one is today. It's West Ham versus Dirty Leeds. Oh, that's going to be tasty. I mean, will it kick off the pitch? You know, they've both got a bit of hardcore support, haven't they? North versus South, Yorkshire versus London, West Ham, ICF. Remember those days? And the old Dirty Leeds mob. Ooh, they've got a good crew still. They've both got a good crew still. So could it kick off outside of the football? It's going to be a tough one on the pitch because, yeah, they're both near the bottom of the Premier League. West Ham in more trouble. I think Leeds have obviously got a much better chance of staying up. And I hope West Ham stay up, because if West Ham stay up, that means Tottenham go down, which is great. But I predicted West Ham to win 2-1, just because of home advantage. I know they've got a good capacity in that stadium, but it is a shithole of a stadium, isn't it? Not built for football, built for athletics and stuff. It's just naff, awful stadium. But yeah, I still go with West Ham 2-1. It could quite easily go the other way. Could be anything between them two. I mean, look at Man City, Liverpool. You'd have thought that would have been sort of 50-50 or 55-45. Quite close. This one's quite close. So again, it could go either way. But Man City, Liverpool ended up being a 4-0 tonking. So football's football, isn't it? The FA Cup is even more different. So anything could happen. But I still go 2-1 West Ham. So there's definitely Man City. There's definitely Chelsea. There's definitely Southampton in the semi-finals. So it'll be West Ham or obviously Leeds as well going through. I've just got this little feeling. In this afternoon's semi-finals. Now, I'm normally wrong with my predictions with anything. So take them with a pinch of salt. I just got this feeling Chelsea will get Manchester City and Southampton will get either West Ham or Leeds. That's, maybe I'm just being a bit pessimistic. I don't know. I thought in the last draw we were going to get one of the bigger sides, and we ended up with Port Vale. Maybe we'll get the same luck again, or you know, maybe it'll come back and bite us and we'll get City. But it is what it is. You get who you get. And people that go, oh, it's fixed, it's fixed. How many times do you want to see their hands go in that pot underneath and see them go and pick a ball out? It's not fixed, is it? It's just good luck or bad luck. So stop crying. But yeah, that's that. I haven't really heard much else. Yeah, we've obviously had the news about Valentin Barco expected. That's not a surprise. We knew that was always happening. Another reason why I sort of feel they are forcing Enzo out anyway. Even though he had his Nashers on show yesterday, his old pearly whites gleaming. He seemed very happy and smiley in the crowd yesterday, didn't he? So we'll just see what develops from that. But I do actually feel that the club want him out anyway to get some money in because they've skinned us out. And I think the plan always was Valentin Barco coming in. Now, he's a good talent, don't get me wrong. He's a very good player, but he's a kid and he's going to be cheap, or he's going to be a cheaper option straight from Strasbourg. And who owns Strasbourg? Let's remind ourselves. Yes, that would be Blueco, wouldn't it? That would be our owners or part of our ownership, because we got Clear Lake as well and that. But yeah, marvellous. And obviously you had Enzo's agent kicking off, having a moan. Well, you expect that. He's got to protect his boy, isn't he? He's got to protect his investment. But I honestly feel the writing's on the wall for Enzo. I hope not. I mean, I know he's not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, he's good and bad, but his GA doesn't lie, does it? I mean, he's not super fast. He sort of gets caught out of position a little bit. Maybe he's just in the wrong team, playing in the wrong tactics and the wrong setup. If he did go to Madrid, I think he would fare better out there. Just the systems that they play, you know, the players that he's got around him. I think that would be well suited to him in a football manner. And people do knock him. Yeah, he has some bad games, but he has some good games as well, and he's got us through some good games. At least he's got a bit of fight when he's on the pitch, you know. You get a bit of out of him. Not like some of our players who just drop their heads and just stare at the ground for most of the game, which there are quite a few. At least he fights. People say, oh, he don't fight for his page because he did it to Benfica two games before coming to us. Yeah, there is that. But whilst he's been at Chelsea, he does fight. And him upsetting people in the dressing room. Well, if Jorgensen wants to cry because he got shouted at because he's absolute shite and he's a shocker and he makes error after error, just like Sanchez. Well, Sanchez not quite as bad. But, you know, grow some balls. You think John Terry didn't bark at people? You think Dennis Wise didn't bark at people? Let's go back even further. Chopper Harris. You're telling me he didn't bark at people? Andy Townsend, a couple of seasons he had with us, did he not bark at people? Any skipper or vice skipper, right? They're men out there, right? Women's game is a different kettle of fish, right? These are men, right? If you want to go crying because someone's had a go at you, get out of football. Go and play tiddlywinks or something, yeah? Go and start playing hoop the hoop and swinging hoops around your waist and all that. Do some gymnastics or something. Whatever. Just get out of football. When I used to play, if someone bollocked you, you can go off crying. Why? Because we were men. It G'd us up. It got us going. Right, fuck this. I am playing dog shit. My skipper's just had a go at me. Right, I'm going to get on it and I'm going to have some. Not these days. Oh, he spoke out of turn to me. He said I was rubbish. Oh, he raised his voice above 1 decibel. Oh, mummy, where's my... Shut up and get a life, right? If you want to cry about that, get out of football. All right? So he's not been upsetting too many. Those that got upset, if there are anyone that's upset, piss off. All right? Or just stop making mistakes and stop being shit. Grow some balls. But he hasn't, really. He shows fight. He's vice skipper, and at times he is the skipper, rightly or wrongly. They put the armband on him, right? So he has to do that job. All right. I know he done all that stuff in the coach, all that racist stuff. He was a naughty boy, and he got away with that. Should have been punished massively for that. I don't agree with racism, but you know, when it suits you, Chelsea, you're happy enough to put a racist as your skipper when you want, and then you want to then throw him under the bus when you want as well, like now. Double standards, just to suit your own narratives, isn't it, and all that. So, you know, you made a racist skipper, you should have stuck by him. But I think you've shit on him and used him as a scapegoat to cover yourselves, more than him actually being a naughty little boy. Because what he did wasn't really that bad. It wasn't really that bad. Just said he loves Madrid, loves the food. It reminds him of home in Buenos Aires. Wow. He didn't say, well, you know, if they come knocking, I might think about it. like another player with Barcelona. I mean, some people made their own opinions on it. I just think if you're not going to punish some, then don't punish any of them. But if you're going to punish one, you punish them all, either one of them, you know. But that's that. Yeah, his agent kicking off, but you will do. That's the agent's investment. But I don't think there's any sort of fresh news this morning. I didn't listen to Rosinia after the game yesterday because he just does my Sweden. It grates me. I just want to end up headbutting walls and ripping my teeth out and stuff. He just, makes my skin curl, you know. Just utter waffle and Blueco rubbish that comes out of his mouth, all scripted. And that decision to sanction Enzo, I've heard other people saying it's absolutely true. That's not Rosinia's. They said it was like a collective decision between the owners, the directors, and the coaching staff. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up with your PR nonsense. It didn't come for a collective meeting and decision. It come from Blueco and Clear Lake and all them scumbag shitheads up there in the hierarchy. Just came from them. All right. So don't sit there saying, well, I've had to make this decision. You can't be disrespectful to me. You can't be disrespectful to the club. Don't talk about the club, mate. You've been there 5 minutes and you're shit and you're not worth being there, Rosinia. So shut up. And about disrespecting you, you've done nothing in the game, mate. You're inexperienced. You're a yes man puppet. You're not all that good at all. So you don't deserve any respect right now. And the ownership, certainly, the least respect you could ever give someone is what they deserve. Scumbags. Club killing scum. They're a club killing cancer. That's what they are. So that's that. Yeah, 7-0. Top 6. Go and play with yourselves. Go and rub yourselves and think the world's wonderful again. All right, because it's not, is it? 7-0 against Port Vale. We'll take it, but chill. Chill. We're still in a mess. Changes, nothing. Win, lose or draw, Blueco out. Yeah, so we've got another week till we play. Let's see how many carrots our geezer, Eunice, has to dangle throughout the week. I think he was on about 14 or 15 yesterday. It wouldn't surprise me if it's double that by the time we play, if not more. Keep up the good work, Eunice. Keep up the good work, Johnny Minerals. Geezers. Minerals, our general. Speaks the facts. Go and watch him. Yeah, just don't believe the hype, everyone. Don't believe the PR that's going to come out. We get it every day, every week, don't we? So don't believe any of it, right? They're all lies. Everything's a lie by the owners. Blueco, Clear Lake. You got Egg Barley, Bowley, Feliciano, Walters, Wiss, and all the directors. They're all just full of shit. Natural, you got the film Natural Born Killers. Well, they're natural born liars, all right? They're addicted to lying. They get a fix off it. It's like an adrenaline thing for them. It's like a drug, you know. They get all hot down in the pants, baby, when they lie. It's like, oh, yeah, we're the best club in the world, best squad in the world. Oh, and it's like, oh, yeah, we're going to beat Barcelona 20-0 next time we play them. Oh, we play a 4-4-3. Oh, I don't know. What am I doing? I need some tea. Club's a mess. Win, lose or draw, Blueco out. Guys, again, those that celebrate it, enjoy your Easter Sunday. I've got no eggs. You lucky buggers that have got them. But even if you don't celebrate Easter, have a great day. Let's see what it brings. Let's see how West Ham versus Leeds get on. And don't forget the women's team play tomorrow at home to the Spuds in their FA Cup game. So I think it's on Channel 4. I could be wrong, but I think it's on Channel 4 tomorrow, about 1:30. So go give them a look. Go give them some support. Even if they're not interested too much in the women's team, it's against Tottenham. But you should be, because they're still part, well, I'll say they're still part of the club. They're not really, are they? Blueco sold them to themselves, like all the other assets we got. Oh, well, Is what it is. They still wear the shirt and the badge, don't they? So, and don't forget, it's not CFC LDN. It's Chelsea Football Club. All right. Let's get the scum out. April the 18th. I'll keep pushing that. The details will be online. Get yourselves there. Even if you're not going to the game, you'll be met up with by the Strasbourg supporters, and it would be nice if some of the 1958 join in, as some of them will be there because it's Manchester United that we're playing on that day. So yeah, unify, bit of unity within football clubs being destroyed by Americans, and us and Strasbourg directly at Blueco and Clear Lake. And it is only Blueco and Clear Lake. Get them out, save our club. Simple as. But anyway, 7-0. I'm going to go and find myself some tissues because I'm getting excited now. Toxics brown envelopes, get a life, all right? And all you PR merchants, shut up. Fabrizio, Cave on Sky, and all the rest of you mugs, zip it, will ya? Because we're not fooled anymore. You just make yourselves like even bigger cocks. You're just like walking Ron Jeremy's. That's all you are. All right, just walking hard-ons. Melts. Shut up. Keep the blue flag flying high. Up the Chelsea. Let's see what a week Blueco bring us. Peace. Enjoy. Look after yourselves, guys.